Frank J. Diekman, and this is the Movement in Minutes. The big issue in the news, of course, is the firing of two NCUA board members, Todd Harper and Tanya Otska, by the White House. This has left the agency with just a one-person board, Chairman Kyle Houtman. NCUA, which has been quiet since the firings, has issued just one statement in response, and that has been to say that a one-person board does constitute a quorum and that it will continue to function as it normally would. That said, it canceled its most recent board meeting and it has listed the remaining board meetings for 2025 as tentative. The related story that has become the subject of much debate is, what does all this mean to the future of credit unions, and will NCUA be swept under the auspices of the FDIC into one larger regulator? Some have said that that is a fundamental existential question, and others have downplayed it. The CU Daily will have ongoing coverage, and we welcome your feedback. So many questions have been asked that America's Credit Unions has published an FAQ that seeks to answer at least some of those in a situation that is in a lot of flux. In Washington, meanwhile, credit unions remain quite wary of having the tax exemption eliminated again as Congress looks for ways to pay for the massive spending and tax cut package that the president is pushing. Sources have indicated that the House Ways and Means Committee will meet on that issue and put its proposal together in markup on May 12th and 13th. In other news, one of the largest mergers in credit unions has been proposed. Colorado-based Ent Credit Union and Minnesota-based Wings Financial are seeking to combine into what would be a near $20 billion credit union operating in 6 states. While the credit unions have cited the benefits, the merger has not been embraced by everyone in credit union land, with some suggesting it invites taxation. This was one of the most read stories this week in the Credit Union Daily. Other news headlines that we reported this week include that Senator Richard Durbin, who is much disliked by credit unions for his namesake Durbin Amendment and who continues to push the Credit Card Competition Act and other efforts to reduce interchange, has announced his plans to retire. He is 80. In something of an irony, NCUA has listed its Asset Management Assistance Center, known as AMAC, in Austin, Texas, as the latest asset that is for sale. You can get that building for about $1.5 million. The FDIC, meanwhile, has announced that as part of DOGE-led efforts, it will be letting go more than 1,200 employees. NCUA reportedly is also to reduce its workforce, but it is yet to announce the details. Debit fraud was the #1 source of card fraud during 2024, according to a new analysis. Look to the CU Daily for that full story. The World Council's CEO, Alyssa McCarter-Laborde, has departed that organization. An interim CEO has been named there. That organization lost about 50% of its funding earlier this year. The CU Daily was also on hand for NACUSO's Reimagine conference in Las Vegas, where its next big idea winners were announced, as were the CUSOs of the year. During the meeting, a team of college students explained how, in just 30 hours, as part of a hackathon, they created a new loan participation platform. The CU Daily has full coverage from that event. Finally, 2 other notes for you. We have extensive coverage of what credit unions are doing in their communities as part of our community section, and we have updates on the latest personnel moves in our HR department section. Make sure to check those out. And once again, I'd like to invite you to replace me, as we're looking for guest broadcasters for the Movement in Minutes. We'll provide the script, and you can bring your broadcasting talents to bear. If you're interested, and if you think you can handle the fame, email me at frank@thecudaily.com. I'm Frank J. Diekman, and this has been the Movement in Minutes from the CU Daily.